We got positive response from the podcast. People tweeted.
Which one?
The last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, people sent messages and enjoyed it. So
I got tweets that said, never talk to a minority after 8.
But no one ever said that to me.
Oh, really?
Wait, are they referring to the story that I had told in the last one?
No, I said that during one of the show your emotions thing, where I pressed the button and you had to just say shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I came out with.
The woman was definitely white that I was talking about.
What are you talking about?
The one that the ATM lady. The homeless
vagrant
the
witch
woman.
bitch?
Yeah, you were saying she was a ghost, and that's what bothered me.
Oh, yeah. Did you ever get past that?
Yeah, I did, actually, quicker than I thought. I would like to live in a world where she was a witch. There's difference. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, I don't like ghosts. I don't like to invite that shit into my life. People who play with Ouija boards, what the fuck you doing? Like, get that out of here, all right?
Yeah, but witch you can get rid of. I can get rid of a witch pretty easily.
Tell me this, though. We are recording, by the way.
Okay.
How come I don't believe in all that shit? Like, I'm not a religious kind of guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I believe in. I don't have to express it here, but how come I'm afraid of ghosts?
Yeah, me too.
That doesn't make sense at all.
You know, I'm a logical ass person.
Right.
Like, I spend a lot of time thinking about the deep complexities of the earth, but I still can't sleep when it's completely dark.
Like a ghost will fuck you up.
Yeah. Why? How is that possible? I think it's just some human shit.
Okay, so here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
When I was listening, before we relaunched the podcast, I was going through old episodes to listen to find little bits. And you were talking about how you were afraid of the dark. And I was like, it's 2016, get over that shit. But I realized it's because I've been sleeping with people. Like, I have Ava in the bed with me. Always. Ava went away for a week. Yeah. I was so scared.
No way.
I was so terrified. I didn't turn a light on, but I would not sleep with the door open.
Funny.
I had to close the door.
And actually sleeping with the door open helps me somehow.
Because they can get in there.
They can get in, yeah.
Imagine they got under your sheets.
Yeah, underneath the sheets.
That's what I'm really afraid of, like them grabbing my toes and shit.
That's what you're scared of.
I see too many movies.
Yeah, I sleep alone all the time, and my bed is huge, so it makes it even worse.
I don't like it.
I actually have figured out my sleep schedule. Like, here's what I do is, like, I have to explain this to people all the time. But I have a really big bed, and it's against the wall, and every 3 hours, I switch between laying on the wall or laying against the headboard.
What do you mean?
I always need to be on
like
watch
you roll?
to the door. Yeah, I roll every 3 or 4 hours. So I'll go back like a couple times throughout my sleeping process.
Yeah, see, I don't like. And you got a big ass bed.
Like too much.
I've seen movies where they wake up and there's the monster right there,
I know.
2 inches away. And
I've had dreams like that.
That will fuck me up. It really would. I don't think I'd be able to recover from that.
Okay, but seriously though, if like demons and shit is real, hit me at any point. Like, I mean, like
come at me.
If it's gonna happen, just do it already. Because I don't want the sneak it up behind me type shit for years. But like, if we have to live in a world where it's spooky dooky shit,
right? And
I got to start doing some magical power shit, let me know right now while I'm young.
While you're young, so you can still get away.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be like, let's figure out the hocus pocus to win. But once I'm like 40, I'm gonna be like, just kill me.
Damn, if they hit you and you're like 98, you barely can walk, and that's when the demons come out.
I know, and you lived in that world this whole time.
You probably wouldn't be scared though. I don't know what it's like to be that old.
If you were old, you would just give up. Hold on.
Oh, you think you can get a text? You can get a text while we're talking about some scary shit. Oh, you can get 2 texts. Oh, and then you can't even look at me, huh?
Yeah, sorry. It's a very beautiful woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I gotta go.
All right. Right. Well, guys, thank you for listening to the podcast. Appreciate it. If you want to send us questions. Are you kissing this beautiful woman?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't have to do anything. What were we talking about?
Ghosts and shit.
Oh, ghosts and shit, yeah.
But I'm moving past that. I don't like talking about ghosts.
Yeah,
like I really don't like inviting that stuff in my life.
Yeah, me either.
My brother claims, and I just said I don't want to talk about it, but I want to tell a story. My brother on tour, he told me a lot of stories, and my brother...
nice man.
Trustworthy. Great man. I don't know if he's religious. I really don't. I know my sister
He's like you, but bigger.
Yeah. Actually,
which is strange to think.
He's not taller, but he is bigger. I have to say that because he's my older brother, and I have to diss him a little bit. But he has 2 stories in his life where he straight up saw ghosts, and they are like very detailed and very vivid. And even when he tells them, you could tell he's still scared about it. That's the shit I don't want. He used to go when he was younger. He would go to like, when you were, I don't know if they told you this when you were younger. But did you ever hear about places where they're like, oh, there's ghosts there if you go there at nighttime? And all the kids would go? Did you ever do shit like that?
No, I'm always immediately like, no thanks.
Oh, really? Never did it?
Yeah, never.
I did it one time. I went to a cemetery at like 3 o'clock in the morning. You ever done that?
No, of course not.
You ever been to the cemetery at nighttime? Fucking terrifying. I remember, this is a big-ass cemetery, too. One you see in the movies. there's like this big hill in the cemetery.
Yucaipa Hills.
In Redlands. And 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we were just kind of walking, teenagers, didn't really know what the fuck we're doing. Probably broke, not really important.
3 people with you?
No, there was like 6 of us.
Okay, yeah, it'd have to be.
But we're kind of like, we're together as a group, but we're kind of spreading out a little bit just because everyone's kind of exploring.
Car lights are what you can see?
No, right now it's completely dark. But after like 10 minutes of exploring,
you can see a little
I
bit.
see headlights turn on in the fucking cemetery. And then the car starts coming towards us. You know how scared I was?
I would be.
I don't know if that's a ghost. I don't know if that's the man. What's the guy that works there? What's his name?
Hitch and Jivinsons.
Exactly. I don't know if it's Hitch and Jivinsons or if it's a ghost. I'm not there to find out. I've never ran faster in my life. Because I'm not trying to do some ghost shit.
Never ran faster in my life. What time of year was this?
Probably winter. In my head, at least. You know,
we're going into that time of the year when people do that kind of shit. You know what we would do?
My eyes itchy.
We would go to Universal Horror Nights.
That's not the same. That's just fake.
I know, but it's all fake. But it was still scary.
I guess that's still...
I would never do what you did.
That's low-key inviting some demon shit.
One of my favorite moments, like, when I'm on my deathbed, I hope I remember, like, it's in top 100 moments of my life, is when we went in the Aliens.
When we went in the Aliens?
What it got you so bad. You don't remember? We went in the Aliens.
Maze?
Yeah, at Universal Horror Nights. Yeah, the Aliens.
Who were we with?
Steve.
Aliens.
And Bree.
Oh, shit, yeah. Wow, that
got you.
I always want to really get scared at those, and because I'm tall, they don't go after me, which I'm like, yo, I paid $90.
Money to get scared.
What the fuck? I paid $90. You better scare me. But they don't do it. But that time, they really got me.
I remember you were just right in front of me, so you were in the perfect spot to get jumped by an alien. It was when we were in the room where it was a big ass mother aliens.
Yeah.
And you had been distracted looking at the mother aliens that they had it that way on purpose. So you turn around in the room, a 6'7" guy in a costume jumps out, and that was so beautiful to see.
You don't like those kind of things, right?
Oh hell no! I don't like being scared.
Oh, no.
I'm hella in my feelings. I don't ever want to be scared. I don't like spicy food. I don't like swimming. Like, it's just not fun.
Swimming?
Yeah, I know. I gotta get over that.
I think that sometimes it's good to get scared.
It is. You gotta use it somewhere.
I like getting scared. I really do, but not around ghost stuff. But, with scary movies or what have you,
to do it.
I think it's really fun.
It's a good exercise.
I don't want to walk down my hall and then you pop out and scare me. I like doing that to people, but I don't like when people do it to me.
Yeah.
Mostly afraid because, like, what if I, like, straight up just,
I know.
Like, what if I just punch them on accident?
Exactly. When you scare people, you have to be good and do it in such a way that they couldn't swing on you.
Have you seen that video of the guy coming out of the trash can?
Oh, yeah. And he knocks him immediately.
Right in the face.
Immediately.
Like, you deserved that.
Yeah.
Damn. Only person that can dodge that was Mayweather.
Mayweather. Woo. I wish I could dodge shit hella good.
This is the She Didn't Text Back motherfucking podcast.
It really is. I mean, if you didn't know that, you must have clicked on something by accident. A friend did text me, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should I? What they talk about me?
She said, want to eat unhealthy things.
Okay.
Change my flight to tomorrow.
What does that mean?
She was going to fly home tonight, but then she's going to do it tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She did that for you? That sounds like a sitcom moment.
Oh.
Right
I don't
now,
think it was for me.
But she texted you.
Yeah. Oh, so it probably was for me, huh? What should I say back?
To read me again what it said?
She said, want to eat unhealthy things. Change my flight to tomorrow.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because if she's texting you that's like making plans. That's not like, let's just go grab food.
So I should say, yeah.
She's trying to make a night of it.
But actually, it sucks because I really wanted to go to sleep early tonight so I could wake up early in the morning and go pump it.
I mean, you could... What if you pump it right before and then you call her?
Wait, you say pump it tonight?
Yeah, pump it tonight.
And
what's wrong with that?
I want to do it early in the morning and get my day started. This isn't going well. By the time this podcast is over and I text her back, she'll already go somewhere else and eat unhealthy with somebody else.
She's already at someone else's house.
And he's probably a really popular rapper.
Are you Are you nervous about this? Do you wish that you could text her?
Nah, I don't really care. I'm cool.
Oh, really?
I do. I care about her, but it's like life you keep living at all moments.
You trying to kiss her?
No.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah. I'm in the most don't kiss me mood I've ever been in my life.
Don't kiss me.
Yeah, and I love women and everybody. I'm just like, I'm in a don't touch my ass right now mood.
Are people trying to come and kiss you?
No, absolutely not.
Stiff arming them away?
No, I'm just glad about it though. Usually I'd be like, aw, but I'm just like, ugh. Like deep down inside, I'd just be looking at people and I'm like, I don't want it right now.
You grossed out by it?
I'm grossed out by it, yeah.
Really?
The older you get, the more people tell you, and like, you know, it's just like, oh, this is such a sad world.
The older you get, the more people tell you what?
Tell you, just the more you see in the world, and it's just like this world is not perfect as I thought it was when I was growing up. Yeah,
I can relate to that.
Yeah,
I saw on Twitter the Jim Carrey thing.
Oh goodness!
And I saw you tweeting about it.
Yeah.
If for those you don't, how do I explain? Where was he? Is he like the Met Gala or some shit?
Yeah, he was. It's New York Fashion Week in New York.
He was
right
at some
now.
fashion
I'm so
shit.
glad you brought that up. I can actually read it. You know who Jim Carrey is? Great actor.
One of my favorites.
So many funny roles. So many serious, dramatic roles.
One of my favorite, man.
A lot of people know him for being a follower of what's it called, like the power of believing or whatever. Okay, good.
Is he part of Scientology?
I love it when you do that shit. No,
He's
but
not a
I don't think
Scientologist?
so. But he's always been like a positive thinker person. And I read an interview from him today, and he said, this is his quote. "We're all so afraid of the river of tears," Carey said, explaining that he, like many, had avoided his problems in the past with food and sex, noise and gadgets. Carey stated, "The fact is, going down the river of sorrow and suffering is the way to freedom," he continued. "I've gone through it, and I'm telling you, you don't survive it. You don't come out of it on the other side. You might come out of it with a body, but there's no you attached to it." He added,
Jesus.
"It's tough to be yourself if you don't have a self."
Whoa, what does that mean?
What? Okay, so like...
That wasn't on the red carpet, though. That's a separate thing?
This is, yeah, he was...
Did you see the video that I watched?
No, you're talking about the interview he did with the girl where he's just like, none of this matters. None of this.
Okay, so that's the only thing I saw. I then read what you just read, but I think he did too much. Did you watch that?
I agree. I mean, I'm not like trying to comment on someone's life because, you know, we're all on our own journeys. But it's strange, like, you know, as a person who's always like we've always looked at Jim Carrey as an incredible performer.
Right.
His performance in real life was very sad.
It was very strange. I kind of... So, I'm going to kill this. I don't know. He believes in very interesting things that I might... I don't know. I haven't looked far enough into it, but it doesn't sound crazy to me. His approach is weird to me, though. Like how he put his hands on her shoulder.
I didn't see him put his hands on her shoulder.
Weird.
Did he do that?
Yeah, she felt uncomfortable.
You should definitely not do that.
But I just like what he's saying could be, you know, that could be true. Who knows? Everyone believes in what they want to believe in, but... I don't know. I find it interesting. Is he essentially saying that this is a simulation, kind of like what Elon Musk is talking about? Or
it definitely. It seems like he was saying he lost himself.
Right.
That's exactly what he was saying. Okay, and what got me about it is like, you know, I'm an actor, performer person. I morph myself all the time. I change all the time, but I have to hold on to my true self, like, and it's all real, and that's always been my fear is that I would go through something like he is right now.
How do you know what your true self is?
I think only I know. I think, and that's just speak and getting to speak freely, and I think you can remove yourself from a situation for so long that you forget, and I just always want to be connected to me in the world somehow. It's just a fear to see myself like that someday.
So you think that he lost touch with that?
It seems like from what he's saying, I mean, I don't know. He's probably living a great life, but it just seemed like what he was saying, it seemed like he is disconnected to his former self, and it's just he is really in the present, but like, what is this going on? What is the past? What is the future? It doesn't matter, it seems.
With I don't know what with the current state of his career. Mind you, he's fucking one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, he's great.
If you thought that, why would you still do movies and shit?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you think, like, that's a waste of time?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go stare at this wall. Or, I don't know, I just feel like if you really believe... He was saying none of this matters.
Yeah, that's what
and none of this is real.
And you know I used to say nothing matters.
Right.
That used to be my thing. I really don't believe that anymore.
You meant it in a different way, though, right?
I definitely meant it in a different way. I was like, nothing matters, so do as you want. But that's also what he was saying, and that's what scares me.
Yeah.
But I still think you should still... I don't know how to explain it. It really tripped me out, him.
Yeah, I wonder how you know.
And the things he was saying in a concrete matter, but they honestly did not connect to me. When he was just saying, like, this is like this and this is that, he was saying it in a concrete way, but I couldn't connect to what he was saying. And I think if you're just listening to what someone says, you could say, that sounded right, but, like, that didn't connect parts in my brain.
Where do you think he learned that?
I don't know. He's a living legend, and it must be very hard to be that.
Very hard. You know he's like a painter now?
Hey, that's good.
He's like really good, too.
Yeah.
He has a short... It's not a documentary.
Yeah.
But it was like a 10-minute YouTube thing But he has like a whole warehouse, and I'm talking like paintings the size of like a person, like in just all over the place. Like that's what he spends his time on now.
I guess when you have that much time,
you hear about the shit that went down with him and his lady friend.
No, that might be too far for us to discuss.
No, I'm not gonna go into it, but I think that's why he's on a different path now.
No, yeah,
life has done him a few different ways.
Yeah,
I don't know I don't know how you, one, how do you realize you lost your true self?
Yeah.
But two, how do you also know what your true self is?
Yeah.
Not to get so fucking deep on that.
And and that's as deep as it gets. It's really scary, but like you gotta have people, there always has to be some part of life that is normal. Like as much as we out here, especially in LA, everybody's like, I'm doing crazy shit. You gotta be normal sometimes. You have to just be human.
Do some normal shit, huh?
And that's so hard for me to say, and I hope that I can listen to this podcast back in 40 years and say, oh, I was right. I still did normal shit forever.
What's the normal shit you do?
Clean up after yourself. That's something.
That's hard, too.
And, you know, I grew up, I was a very messy kid, but, like, I now clean up after myself better, and I know that in order for me to really always be living, there has to be a space that I keep clean. That's just me living as a human. Because if someone always comes after me and cleans, I won't attach to anything.
What's the space you keep clean now? The specific
my
space?
apartment, my whole living room and bedroom. I kind of just am constantly morphing around.
I noticed your car's clean too.
My car is clean. Yeah, that's something I didn't used to not do.
That's very hard for me.
Yeah.
You know whose car is really clean? Have you ever been Mike's car?
Mike Falzone?
Yeah, it's so clean. It looks like a rental. And I asked him, I was like, "Why is it so clean?" And he said, I think he said something like it was his in January. What's resolution that was the one he had, just to keep his car clean. And he's doing an incredible job.
Yeah.
Mind you, that's a big feat.
I have to, and I have to do that too because you're in your feelings. I spend a lot of time in my car. I write my car, so like I just know that I want to be in a good space.
You still want a Jeep?
Not as much as I used to, but I was thinking about that when I was outside your building.
Really?
I do. Yeah.
I want a Jeep. My dad, when I went home or when I was on tour, I stopped at my dad's and my dad has a Jeep. And just being in it, it felt nice. It feels
cool.
safe.
It's secure. It feels safe. Huh?
Our friend Scott also has a Jeep.
Does he?
He drives fucking crazy. So that was like, it was nice to see both sides. Like my dad drives very calm. So I was like, oh, this is very comfortable.
Yeah.
And then when I was with Scott, I was like, oh shit,
we're going on a ride.
Yeah, I'm about to die. So it's good to see both sides.
Yeah, I definitely want to get one.
The downfall is I'm not gonna get one. Maybe if I'm like fucking wealthy, but they get like hella bad gas mileage.
Oh, do they?
I think you said like 13 miles.
Oh no!
I was like, you're ruining the environment,
I didn't know that.
And you're getting broke.
Yeah, it just looks really safe, and I'm really about safety. I like safety.
You can flip in that thing and be okay.
Could you really? Does it feel like that?
Yeah, it has like the cage thing. I don't know if that's like, I'm not a professional, but it looks like if you flipped, you could still like go to Denny's afterwards.
You remember when we used to live in Encino, the car that I wanted was one of those Mercedes G-Wagons.
Oh yeah.
I could never see myself in that these days.
Really?
Yeah, that was, I don't know. I think it was because I was
still
younger.
like those.
Because I was younger, I was like, man, I want a cool car. Now if I have a car, it needs to do some cool shit. Like, if that car looks really cool, and I would drive it 6 ways to Sunday. But I want a car that does some really cool shit,
That's another expression. I don't know what that means.
I mean, I just said it. You know, I didn't think about it.
6 ways to Sunday.
Like, there are only 7 days in a week, so 6 of them I'd do it. And the other day I'd be like, well, you know, what about the gas?
Yeah, I still want one of those. I just what I want in life is I want a car that drives me so I can focus on other shit. Like a Tesla. You been in one of those?
Yes, I have.
Have you really?
Yes, I have a couple times.
One that drives itself?
Not while it was driving itself.
Oh,
no.
Shit.
Jake from Vsauce. We did a shoot together, and he drove there in his Tesla. And I was like, "Can I look in your Tesla?" He's like, "Sure, man, whatever."
Oh wow.
And it's got like the iPad in the middle. It's like
so much.
Oh, I was like, man, this is cool.
So fucking much.
And the air filtration stuff that like if the air outside was like messed up, you press this button. You're
Bullshit,
like, oh, okay.
You lying ass.
Somebody told me about that in the Tesla.
So if there's like an apocalypse,
I think it's a new one. I don't know if it was his, but it was
You're like, I still got fresh air.
Still got fresh air. It's
wow.
better. That's dope. That's the part that kills me.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But in 5 years they'll be perfected because right now you can only go like 200 miles and then your ass is stranded.
Did you see what they did during the hurricane? They were like, we extended our cars an extra 30 miles through software. Like, so what?
So you could just do that.
Yeah.
But why only 30?
Yeah, why only 30?
What? Are you sure? You
Yeah,
read that right?
I'm sure. They were like, we remotely, through software, allowed 30 more miles per...
Wow.
Yeah.
When
on
you're
their
rich
cars.
and you're smart and you're powerful, you can do anything.
Anything.
Really can.
And people like Elon Musk know that. That's why I really respect that guy.
Would you like to have a conversation with him? Like,
yes. I think I feel like he and I will be close at some point in my life.
Like, what if you got an email right now from an email address you've never seen, but it'd be like, hey, William, we would like to invite you to have dinner with Mr. Musk tonight.
I know exactly what's going on. He wants to talk about he heard my theme park ideas.
Oh, do you have a couple?
Hell yeah, I got hella theme park ideas.
How would he have heard those?
They're on my podcast, and like I feel like I just talk. I used to keep it to myself and not tell people, but I'm working on my park.
Oh, really?
And I feel like Elon Musk would be like, he probably heard my ideas.
What's the aesthetic? Like, what's the vibe?
Monorail.
The whole thing's a monorail?
I mean, no, but monorail gets you to most places. It's kind of like, I feel like the Bay Area and like how the Bay Area feels.
Ooh, it should be like on an island. You have to take the monorail to get there.
I'm really thinking about where I'm putting it, though. The thing is, what people don't know, when you make a theme park and shit like that, you got to put it somewhere that's like already a trash bucket. Because like, they create trash. Like, they create...
Anaheim is beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, like, Anaheim's great, but like, it's kind of like, before Disneyland was there, it was nothing.
You weren't alive.
I mean, I looked into the documentaries.
Oh, you saw a couple maps.
Yeah, I looked at a lot of stuff. But you got to put it in a spot. So, like, I want mine to be like the Bay Area. But where I'm going to put mine is Pittsburgh. Which isn't a trash can,
Pittsburgh?
but like, because that's where all the gentrified places are getting bought up, and all the people are moving to
really?
Pittsburgh. And I'm like, y'all need a place to work. Just work in my theme park.
I would put it on. What is that island? You know, when we're leaving the bay, or when we're just getting there.
Oh, that's Red Rock Island.
You're on those on the bridge, and you see that's
the
Red
one
Rock?
that I talked about that I said I wanted to buy. The only unowned space I think in California
Oh,
is Red
really?
Rock Island. It's only $5 million.
Wow.
Yeah, I did want it, but it's not big enough to put some shit on.
How big? Like, you could put a house.
You could put a house there, but it'd be so fucking windy. I don't think it'd be worth it.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I thought about this a lot since I was a kid. I've always wanted that spot because it's actually technically Richmond and San Francisco. Yeah, that island that you're talking about, Red Rock Island, is Richmond, technically.
Where's that? Where's the jail that's like supposedly haunted or something?
Yeah, Alcatraz. I've never been. Wow,
can you take a tour in there?
Yes, you can.
Wow,
I've never been.
People just want to do anything. See, that's some other like that's haunted. I'm not trying to go
I'm not
on
interested. I'm not interested in
If you get demons at your house, that's your fault.
I'd move immediately.
Like, I really would too. In the movies, they're like, you know what? Let's just stick it out a couple weeks.
Yeah.
That's the shit that the dad always says. Yeah. This is my house. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I pay mortgage.
You can have all my stuff too.
Have you heard of it? Like, the Pennywise guy?
Yeah.
Have you seen the original one?
No.
It's not a good thing. I watched it today and I was thinking about if I was a 12-year-old, this would fuck me up forever.
Oh yeah.
Forever.
I think Steve liked the movie, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But I'm watching it as a 27-year-old.
The house from the movie they rebuilt in Hollywood, like in the middle of the city.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The house from the movie, It.
Is it supposed to be the same house as the original? Or?
From the movie that's on right now. The one that they shot it in.
They built a house specifically for it?
They rebuilt the house, the actual house that they shot the movie in. They rebuilt it in Hollywood. You haven't heard about this?
No.
They rebuilt the house in Hollywood, so it's like all.
So you can buy it or what?
No, you could just walk through it. They made it a haunted house. Yeah, and I went through it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is available still?
Yeah, I think you can still go.
Holy shit.
And they have an actor person who walks around with you, and they're like, I'm Tommy from the movie.
That's what Sophia was asking you.
Yeah, that's what I went to.
Oh, shit, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it really was.
Because that house looks fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
If it's the one that, I'm assuming you're talking about, it's like all abandoned and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, they made, man. Yeah. See, that's that next level marketing money.
It was there. VR, and I actually shot it for my show, the IGN show.
Like, imagine having so much money. You come out with your first debut album, and then you recreate the apartment or house that you live in, so people can walk through and you'd be like, "Yep, I wrote that song right there."
I'm trying. Oh well, no, that's the next level,
right?
Okay,
like you rebuild your.
And then
I think J. Cole did that.
You know what? I think he did.
J. Cole did do that.
He did do that.
He bought the house, and I don't know.
And he did do something like that.
Because there's like a documentary, and he sits in the bedroom, and it's exactly how it was when he was a kid. There's like even like shoes on the ground. You know how like when your room's messy, like this one right now. Yeah. Imagine recreating this. Having to recreate an organic mess is a weird thing to think about. But they fucking. They nailed that shit because it
like
looked
how they
fucking
have
cool.
The Martin Luther King, like his hotel room.
Who that? Who that guy?
Well, like, you know, when he got shot, his hotel room, they have it preserved.
Whoa, in the same hotel?
Uh-huh.
Where's that at?
In Atlanta, I think.
Wow.
Or Georgia somewhere, yeah.
So people still stay in the hotel, or they close the whole hotel?
I don't know. I don't remember. And I think I'd been there before when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah, but they have it the same.
You been in Atlanta?
I have, for the Black College Tour.
Wow. Have we spoke about my thoughts about Atlanta yet?
No. You went to Atlanta?
Yeah, on tour.
Oh, for tour.
I played a show there. Fucking incredible. So Atlanta is interesting.
I know what you mean.
It might be the only place that I've ever had culture shock.
Hella black people.
And it's okay. So
and it's a city full of black people.
So you know how you're in LA. We live in LA, and you walk around and it's a city full of white people.
And a mix.
There are other ethnicities. They're around. They're hanging out, and people are smiling at each other. But the majority of it is white people.
White people.
In Atlanta, the majority was black people, and I felt so at home.
Yeah, right. I know you would. You really would.
It was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And and not even that, like even the restaurants, they had like they felt like TV show restaurants. You know, some restaurants, the way they're lit, it's like it's a dim lighting.
Yeah, you were somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, it just felt like a whole different world.
You were in the South. Yeah, I went there in the 6th grade.
Oh, so you don't remember much?
Yeah, and again for the Black College Tour at some point in high school. So yeah, I remember it was, but I remember it was like I had never seen that many black people either.
Yeah,
I was like in a city. I was like, oh my goodness, and I went to Morehouse. We visited, and this
What's
is
Morehouse?
In the time. Morehouse is one of the black colleges.
Oh, okay.
And this is at the time where I used to wear these Argyle sweaters. I was obsessed with Argyle sweaters.
Oh yeah, I remember
and bow
that
ties.
phase.
And I went to Morehouse, and everybody was dressed like that too.
Really?
And they were all black people, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
What did you see?
Yeah.
Like, what magazine or which movie did you watch when you were like Argyle's? That's how you pronounce it, right?
Argyle, yeah.
When were you like, you know what? That looks good. I'm gonna be handsome wearing that.
I remember it was.
I'm sorry if you wear that while you're listening to
Wait,
this.
you don't think Argyle's dope?
I don't. That's the one that's like the golf checkered.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I remember my first Argyle. It was this orange sweater. I think I got it from Gap.
It's too many different colors.
Yeah, it is a bunch of shit. Yeah,
I'm not about it.
Yeah, that was.
You still wear that?
I
Did you have
photos.
a baby blue one?
Yeah, I had them on all colors. Yeah,
Really?
I remember the baby blue one. Yeah.
Today, not to. You're just talking about when you were younger.
Yeah.
We went to.
Oh goodness, I forgot.
We went to our old stomping grounds.
We may have, yeah.
We might have trespassed.
We might have snuck into our old apartment complexes.
There might have been cameras rolling. I doubt they look at the security footage.
I wouldn't tempt them. I wouldn't go into all of that.
You wouldn't press them on that?
I
mean, technically, we broke a law. Did we?
Why? See, this isn't the part we need to be going over.
Oh shit, my bad.
An emotional experience.
Yeah, we didn't. No, we got a friend that lives there. His name is Billy Ross.
That was a name that you were gonna do because you're wearing a shirt with Bob Ross on it. So last podcast we talked about. I said that we should go into our old apartment complexes.
Mm-hmm.
So you did. We did. We went to yours first, and we walked in, and you got nervous.
I did get nervous. So we went through the back first. There's like a parking lot and it's all gated. You need a key to get in there, but you know, if you wait and you smile at the person, they'll let you in. And they tell you not to do that. You ever does your apartment complex ever tell you like,
no one's
don't
ever
let
told
people...
me that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Our place, like once a month, they email us a lot and they're always like, do not let people in. It's very dangerous. But what do you say when someone's like, hey, can you buzz me in? Like,
no. You know what? I don't mind saying no and shit.
You say no?
Yeah.
What do you say?
And keep going.
I don't know you.
Uh-huh.
Or like our place, you need like a little thing, a buzzer thing to like go to specific floors on the elevator. People ask all the time, like, "Hey, bro, I left my thing in the room," and I feel uncomfortable. I have to say, yeah. But what if they're going to kill someone?
Right?
Is that my fault? Like what if like I find out that there was a murder in the building, and then they did like a sketch drawing, and I'm like, damn, that's definitely the dude. They drew me. I'm like, definitely that's the dude that I let in a couple hours ago.
Oh yeah.
And I feel bad, but like what? I don't know what they should be. If they really want to enforce that, there should be a security guard. Anyways, long story short,
and there is here,
there is, but they don't do shit. If anything, they just cause me problems. So we went to my old apartment.
Did I talk about when I was in here the other day and this kid was skateboarding?
You were in here the other day?
No, I was in your lobby the last time we were trying to record, and this kid skateboarded and just like he face planted, like he fell off his skateboard.
I love watching people fall.
Yeah, it was hella funny.
I really do.
And the security guard came around the corner and like he looked real hard, and then me and the kid both looked at him. And then he
was the kid still on the ground?
No,
looking up at him.
Right.
So he got up.
Yeah, he was up, and then he just.
You think he was embarrassed?
No, because I was turned around, so I acted like I didn't see it, but I really saw all of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
did you were you facing him? But then when you saw him fall, then you turned around.
I mean, I was sideways, and then once I saw him going behind me, I let it go. But like in my peripheral, I saw, and I heard and like somebody,
they wiped out.
You wiped out.
I like if they don't get hurt. I like watching people falling. I think it's funny, but I don't ever want to be caught. Like, I don't want them to look up and see me looking at them laughing. That's like, I definitely would turn around too. What is that?
People don't like
me?
being laughed at. People don't like being laughed at.
Or even if I'm not even laughing, like I'm honestly concerned that they fell.
Oh yeah.
I still don't like being caught that they saw me.
Yeah, I kind of excused him.
I'll do the thing where I'm like, "Oh shit, you fell? I didn't see it," and then I'll help them. But I'll never be like straight up, "Hey, I saw you eat shit." I don't know what that is in me, but I feel maybe niceness.
It's as if it didn't happen.
Oh, you're trying to put them at ease.
Yeah, I guess that's why I also acted like I didn't see all of it, but I really did. If I was a kid, I would have laughed probably.
I wonder if he lives here. One day I'll see him.
You'll definitely see him. You know what? He could have not lived here. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. So we got in through how many different gates?
Several.
We snuck in through a few different gates.
Yeah. Out of nostalgia, because this is when we used to live in Reseda.
And went up, we got into the buildings. Some nice lady let us in, and we had a smile on, so we're not going to do any damage. We go up the stairs, and the same way that we used to always walk up, it was very weird. The building was very run down. I was telling Will, I don't know if the building was always run down or if it's just run down now.
I think it was always run down. But
I guess I just had you know the beer goggles on. I had some type of new apartment. I'm on my own type of goggles on, so everything looked pretty, but I would not live there now.
And I remember thinking that your apartment was cooler than mine.
Yeah.
Because it was bigger.
But going back, not to jump ahead, but going to yours is definitely nicer. But anyways, we walk up the stairs, and from this staircase, you can see the swimming pool. So I take a glance. The water is green.
All green. See that? I don't think the water was all green.
This is very green. How do you not get in trouble?
I know, like there has to be like a city code.
Yeah, like if you have your own pool and it's a private pool and it's green, okay, that's fine. But if you run a building
and you're offering to people in a swimming pool,
have a good time, barbecue your steaks down here.
I don't know. You're right.
That seems weird.
Yeah, I mean, but my apartment was smaller, so it was much easier to upkeep. Yours was like several floors, so that's why they were like...
True. Yeah. So we go up to the third floor, and we go to the door that is my old door. It's a little different in there. They have tile instead of carpet now, but everything else still looks real bad.
And how long has it been since you lived there?
Was that 2012?
Yeah, so 5 years. We probably moved 2013.
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, so a good chunk of time. And we went to knock on the door. Unfortunately, they weren't home, but I was fucking terrified. I don't know why. You would think knocking on a door, that's not that big. But for some reason...
Oh, yeah, you got spooked.
I got really scared. I don't know. I just don't... It's uncomfortable because I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. Yeah. And if two, dudes were knocking on my door and I didn't expect them to come over, I don't like that. I don't even like when people call me and it's unexpected. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if you're knocking on my door, that's different. Like, anytime my doorbell rings...
This is something that would really bother you.
I get mad. I'm like, who the fuck is trying to come up in my shit? Because it's 2017. No one knocks on doors anymore. No. They text you and they say, I'm outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like, think about that. You text me, I'm here. That's what people do now.
It's because I want it to be timed perfectly so I can walk right in.
Yeah. Because you don't like the hot weather.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be standing out in places.
Unfortunately, nobody was home, and I was a little bummed about that. It was still nice seeing the building, but I thought
it was crazy going all the way in.
Right. But Will's apartment it's like a block away.
Yeah, it was like a block away from your place.
Might as well walk there anyways.
We just walked right in. I mean,
we also broke into there.
Just walked right in.
Pretty
much the same.
Good choice of words.
Apartment. They charge kids that are going to this film school over here way too much money to live in.
I really wanted to see the shit.
Yeah, I didn't see any young people though. So I guess when I was living there, it was like the dorms of my school. But yeah, it seemed to be just all regular people there. So I think people realized that this was too much.
Damn, we had a good time though.
Yeah, I had a good time there.
I got a little sweaty. That's because I was nervous. You seemed nervous when you knocked on your door.
Yeah.
And you did like a little kind of knock.
But I'm not a hard knocker, no matter where I'm at. I'm like, I don't want nobody knocking on my door like that. So if you're gonna knock, give me
don't knock like you're the police.
I know, because then then nothing's gonna happen.
I do have a feeling though. My apartment for sure, no one was there. Your apartment or your old apartment, I think there was people.
I think there were people there too.
Like I said, who's gonna answer the door?
Who's gonna answer the door? Yeah,
you'd be dumb as fuck. I just really wanted to see it though, because what is your last memory Like vivid memory of your apartment.
Was us leaving that one day trying to carry that big ass TV.
Oh wow, yeah, I don't. That's really.
And I was like, are we gonna get charged a cleaning fee for this?
Oh, you definitely probably did, right?
Yeah.
Because it was a muck in there.
And I was just like, oh god, I wasn't as. I was just a kid. Yeah, I was 19.
Yeah, I don't remember what my last vivid memory of my apartment was.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I just left a couch in there. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You always gotta leave a little something when you move.
Something. Actually, did I at the last spot?
I want to do something. You know, like in offices, they got those in the ceilings, like you can push up the fucking thing, and like people hide things in the movies. Yes. I want to hide stuff when I move out.
You can put something in the toilet too inside that thing. Inside of a toilet, there's a little
on
area.
The top.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's an area. Yeah, but I feel like in a place they go through everything.
You think so? Right before?
Yeah. But I don't know. There's definitely a space somewhere where you
think that. You think that a lot of housekeepers who clean hotels, you think they find some shit?
Yeah.
Do you think they take the shit?
All the time. I think they run into shit all the time.
You think they take some?
I think it just depends on you. How long you been doing the job for? I think they know what they can get away with taking. They know what types of things people are never going to say. Did I leave my motherfucking
I'm trying to think, like, what would I guess if you're taking it, like, let's say you're cleaning a room and it's like a suite, and like this person, there was a huge ass party, you probably can get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
But if you just go to a regular room and it's just like there's just underwear on the ground and shit, just normal shit, you probably can't steal stuff.
Yeah.
Because those people have less, so they're gonna. That's like the people, the normal people like me, we have less, so we know when something's missing.
We know when something's missing for sure. Also, when I stay in a hotel, I usually put up the cards so they don't come in.
Same here.
Like there's no need. I can clean up after myself.
Trying to jerk off in peace.
Yeah.
Please let me jerk off in peace.
I just don't want anybody ever coming in and looking at my stuff. Like
it is an interesting thing though, because I wish every time I left my apartment I came back to it clean. Because that would be incredible, but I don't. I have that option at a hotel room, and I'm like,
Yeah, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. Yeah,
I don't want that shit.
Yeah, when I was in Canada, I stayed in one that was like a actual like apartment, like it had a stove and all that and that kind of stuff. And it actually spooked me.
Really?
Yeah, I was like sad. I was like, this is so empty. I feel like I live in a city. It was too much of a home that it felt empty.
Oh, a home that is not decorated.
Yeah,
aren't you kind of used to that?
Yeah, but it was like a hotel decorated. It was like, this is a painting, a generic painting.
I don't know. I think it's like a good escape. It's definitely, you definitely get homesick really fast because I like hotels, but after a while, for some reason, I don't know, why do I like coming home? Like, what is it about? Is you just comfortable?
Yeah, you just have access to all your things.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't. Anything that is really valuable is my laptop, and I bring that shit with me.
That's true.
It's just like a feeling, huh?
Yeah, it's a feeling. I was just like, there's less chances of like crazy shit happening.
I'm trying to invite crazy shit sometimes. We're at the second half of the show, and before we move on, I want to say some shit. All right, so first off, my birthday's coming up, and I want a sponsor. All right, I'm trying to go to Vegas, and I'm trying to make some shit happen and get into scary shit. All right, so if you are a company and you got some money, I'm trying to go to Vegas, and I'm trying to pay for the people that are with me.
I'm trying to go to Vegas.
I'm trying to go to Vegas, and that's always been the dream. So hit me up. My birthday's next month.
I don't know what this is even that you're doing.
I thought of this right now, and I want to do. I want a free trip, bitch.
Okay, all right. We'll figure out a way to have that happen.
So if you're a company, send me the money.
You're a company.
You know my PayPal.
That's fucking great.
Go on iTunes and rate the show because it helps us a lot. I've read them. They're all very nice. A lot of people from the last episode went and showed some love. So shout out to you guys. Yeah. That was dope. And then this is also on SoundCloud. I know a lot of people have been asking. I don't really know what I'm doing behind the keys when it comes to podcasts, but it is now on Google Play, I think. If it's not, let me know. It should also be on Spotify soon. I didn't tell you that, Will. It's also on SoundCloud. You could Google all that stuff and it will pop up.
Thanks, man.
And then follow Will and I on Instagram and Twitter.
At Mr. William Haynes on Twitter.
I thought you changed it.
No.
I thought you just changed the name. We just had... What? Didn't you change your whole Instagram to that?
No.
Are you fucking crazy?
I mean, you could change your name, but that's
the handle.
And that's only Instagram.
You don't think that's confusing for people?
Probably a little bit, but I kind of just do it for myself.
Hold on, I want to talk more about that. At Daren Von Gerger on Instagram, Twitter, whatever the fuck. Cool. Yeah, you changed the name. Can we talk about
Yeah,
that? Okay, so what? You told me you were gonna do this, but
Yeah.
what is on Instagram? That person is just different.
Yeah,
that character?
It's a partition. It's definitely me.
Oh, so it's
Arsenio Silverstone.
It's one of your branches.
Yeah, that one's a living one. It's a breathing one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Arsenio Silverstone.
What's the story behind that?
There's actually a lot, but my next project is as Arsenio Silverstone.
And that's the album name? That's the artist name?
That's not the album name, that's the artist name. But then I realized I don't think you can change your name on Spotify, so...
Well, if somebody on here knows how to do that, let Will know. That's interesting. Where did you come up with that?
It's a long story.
I know you have a jacket that says Arsenio.
Arsenio, yeah. Because Arsenio's been my name for a while. Like, that's a
God-given?
I don't know. I guess I came up with it, and I just was like, I told my friends, and then, over a while...
They call you that?
Sometimes it's jokes, but, like,
Really?
Like, it's a name, yeah.
How do they say it?
Oh, it's when they speak of that part of me. I think the way to explain Arsenio is, like, and this is such a bad example, but, like, you know how when you have a computer, you can put a partition on it? You're like, it has 500 gigabytes, but I want to dedicate 150 gigabytes to a different operating system. Mm-hmm. That's what Arsenio is to me.
So does the music sound different than Will Haynes?
Yeah, I'd say it's different.
Is it different to the point where if people who didn't know you from People Be Like or She Didn't Text Back, and they just randomly came across Will Haynes' Spotify, and they didn't see a photo or anything, and then they randomly came across, what is it, Arsenio
Silverstone's tape? Yeah, this is my last mixtape.
Do you think they would know that that's the same artist? Or just like...
No, I mean, it sounds like me. It's still my voice. This is the most me sounding shit. Like, I'd be listening to it, I'm like, it just sounds like me talking about stuff. So it's definitely, like, it's still my life, honestly, but it's just Arsenio Silverstone. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's still my life. Like, this is the most me shit I've ever recorded.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I wonder when you refer to yourself in a song, if you do, you're talking about Will.
Yeah, it's all my life.
So it's just like an alias.
Yeah, it's just it's another lens to it. I don't know.
You remember when Gambino would do, like, he would wear the same outfits? Like, after he came out with Because of the Internet.
Oh, yeah, he would be, like, wearing,
like, those, very saggy, like...
Those themed,
slouchy type of hoodies, the knitted ones, remember? Or not hoodies, but sweaters, the knitted ones. And always looking sad. And then he'd have that hat, that weird, like, a hat you would wear, like
the snow.
Alaska.
Yeah, that was a cool look. I guess he had brands too. Like, I've always had brands. I don't know why we call them that as jokes.
Brands.
We call them that internally as a joke. I started calling them brands because everybody that we worked with was mad at somebody else for calling them brands.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna just call them brands.
It's so fitting though.
Yeah, it really is though. It really is.
Like, really, having a brand is very important. Like, look, even of like the Lakers.
Yeah.
That brand is so powerful and so strong.
Yeah.
It's because it's been fucking meshed and formed into this perfect fucking majesty that it is.
And I'm trying to figure
Developed. That's a good word.
I'm trying to figure out. I like to create things. That's my thing. And I'm always trying to figure out, how do you do that and keep it authentic? Like, how do you keep coming up with new brands? Remember that true self shit we were talking about? I guess,
yeah.
It's like, how do you keep it? Like, you can only create and live so much. Like, I can only live so much. And, like, because I'm young, my brand could be changing all the times because I'm still growing as a person. But how could I, authentically keep growing and creating? Because I think that's what people do when they have a brand that they don't really care about and they're using their mind instead of, like, their soul. They just put in thoughts and they don't really, it's not authentic. So I'm just trying to figure out how to always be like, an authentic new thing.
Oh, how to be the guy.
Yeah.
I
mean, really, though, that's what it is.
You want to be the guy now?
I want to be the guy.
Would you sign a record label?
Hell yeah.
Really?
I'm trying to sign TDE bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd be the most different dude in there, but
that's the problem. That you sign to, like, something like TDE or, like, OVO or what is Kanye's?
Good music.
Good music and Rockefeller. It's like you get placed in a box. You're never going to be bigger than Kendrick, Drake, Kanye, Jay-Z.
Yeah, and you kind of do, but I feel like I like working with companies. Like, a lot of artists don't.
No, I think working with companies is good and working as a team, but I just mean, like, specifically those ones because the top dude wants to stay the top dude.
The top dude does,
Unless they're smart.
I don't know. I'm hyper competitive, though. But, like, I just feel like I would still find a way. But, they might be always trying to hold you back, and they could be like, you know what, this beat isn't for you anymore. I don't know, something like that happen.
Yeah, I didn't want to sign to a label before, and then I had a conversation with somebody that is signed, and they kind of just broke it down to me, and they're like, it depends on what you want. Some people do get bullshit contracts, and it sucks, but other people who are smart and they're patient, they get contracts that are great, and they do nothing but benefit their career.
Yeah.
And he kind of, like, briefly broke down his situation. ideal.
It's
fucking
ideal.
perfect. And that's kind of I would definitely go that route.
But there's something about it. I really like the way that I'm making music because it's very organic and improvisational. Like, I like that there's nothing institutional about it. Like, I don't want to be with an engineer who it's like his day job. He's like, all right, I'm just the guy that presses record. Like, there's something about me finding my team members authentically that really solidifies like my sound is like authentic to me, and it really the good and the bad all came from me naturally. But you know, if you work with the company and they already have people who mix stuff for you, you don't have to find that person. Like, you know, that's cool. But I don't know.
It feels a little more robotic.
It does feel a little bit more robotic
when the team is not. It's not someone that you grew with. It's just
exactly.
like they're already perfection. So it's weird walking into like a studio or working with a label or big producers or whatever. And they know how to make records, like pop records, that just sound, there's zero mistakes.
Yeah, exactly.
I like songs with mistakes. Like, especially like with the Beatles, like they leave in mistakes.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, the earlier stuff, at least, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they were recording, the whole recording process was, they're playing it live. They're playing in a studio, the band is playing all at the same time.
We during this recording of this tape, you and I talked about like a recording, what's the
analog?
Phrase? Analog, yeah. And but you know, you said that there was something haunting about it. That's that other ghost thing you said that was funny.
Oh yeah,
but that's the next goal.
It has like a haunting vibe.
Yeah, but when it like the Beatles and things, but or like you know how I love Nat King Cole. It's like because they were like, all right, it costs $75 to do this take. If something messed up, they had to
really
keep
gave it your all.
They really give it their all. Imagine if it was $75 to press record.
I know, damn. And I do hella takes.
Yeah.
Like I'm searching for that right take, the best that I can give.
Everybody's different how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do a lot of takes?
It really depends on what. Like my song "Cosmic Tingles" was one.
Oh really?
Or might have been two. No, I think it was one. Yeah.
When you listen back, what are you listening? Are you like, yeah, I really gave the emotion there, or is it mostly focused on the flow, or how you pronounce things, or is it overall?
It really depends on the song. I think right now it's really about listening to myself, and I know I just feel like I think really good like vocal people really can hear what they're saying. So I just know that when I'm going in, I have to listen to what I'm saying. That's pretty much my main thing.
Are you going into the booth or when you record vocals with the song memorized, or are you reading it off a phone?
It depends on what it is.
Oh, really?
Like me and Corey for President, one of my producer friend. We make stuff like a lot. So like some of that stuff, like when we're like, let's make a song today, I'll look at it off my phone. But a lot of songs I'll just and like you know, like 1 out of 5 of those will actually go on the tape. But then
see, that's another. I don't like. I was talking about this recently. Artists who are like, yeah, I made 200 songs for the album, but I cut it down to this last 10 or 12. I can't do that. Every song I make that I finish, I'm putting it out.
Yeah.
Because I'm only finishing it if I believe that it's good. Like I don't have enough. I only could say the things I want to say so many times, and I want to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's because I be like, you know, I get ticked off and I'm like, I gotta write a song about it. Yeah, luckily that's some people are there for me. And so like I have a lot of feelings. So like, yeah, I just will make a bunch and I'm like, these are the ones that were the most authentic.
So how many, do you know how many songs are on the project?
On this project, I think there's like 8. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
What was the last one? 4?
I don't remember.
Oh, really? Oh, wait, no, yours are usually pretty long.
No, I feel like they were pretty short. There's usually no more than 5 songs. There'll probably be some 2 other things.
Damn, I'm looking at a different artist completely.
I don't remember, yeah. This one was totally authentic. Didn't think about it. I'm excited for it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it comes out soon?
It comes out soon, yeah.
All right, so you can look out for that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else I wanted to say about music before we jumped into the questions?
No, I think we were thinking about having a guest, though.
Oh, yeah. Let us know who you want on the show, because I think we might want to introduce some folks on here.
Yeah, we have a good guest that you suggested. I think was Sterling, my friend that produces music with me.
Man,
yeah, he's
what song did he produce? So they know.
Miracle Tone, like the opening, like a bunch of them.
All I know is when I was sitting in your car and you played, I think it was unreleased stuff. Man, he create. I texted him. You create environments.
Yeah,
and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and he creates them to like my real life shit that I like, which is like. And it takes time.
He should go and like, I don't know if this is what he wants to do, but I feel like he'd be good at scoring movies.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do.
Really?
He's helping me with that as well.
That's such a different world, man. That's so, I don't know, that's hard.
Yeah, he's really incredible, yeah.
Imagine making music specifically to a picture. Like you have to hit those beats.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what we're pretty much doing. Like when we discuss like this is how I want it to feel. This is the place that I want to be. And yeah, I guess it's like having really good mental vision. What's good about Sterling is like he's like one of those people like his like family does music, so he's like in it since childhood.
He's talented.
His third eye is open as fuck.
Oh wow.
So like this is connected to I always thought about that. Like I didn't start making music until I was 22, and before that I was not a music person. But now I like love it. I'm offended by music now if I don't like if it hurt my feelings. So
really?
Yeah. I think we low key talked about that on the last podcast.
What do you mean hurt your feelings?
Like it's just like when people are just I don't know, just like just abusing the mic. Yeah.
Do you feel, since you are closer to it now, that people's comments, whether it's online or offline, they affect you more?
You know what? I don't know because I haven't posted any of this stuff. Luckily, I've kept this to just me and my friends, only me and people close to me.
What even past stuff?
Yeah. No, like comments. I mean, comments is what it is. I hope they're good. Always hope they're good. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you actively seek them out?
No.
Like, do you remember back in the day when you made YouTube videos? And
we were trying to read them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a different thing. I don't think this can be commented on. If you're like, you kind of have to listen, and I don't know if you're. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I haven't really thought about that.
How do you digest an album? Do you listen to it once and you already know if you like it or not?
I know how I feel about it for sure. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The album is to me. This is my album to me. Yeah.
Have you ever, and not just your music, just music in general, have you ever listened to something and greatly disliked it, but then months later listened to it again and maybe you were in a different scenario, but then you loved it? Has that ever happened to you?
No, I've never extremely disliked something, but like things do go away and come back. So yeah. I hope, I really do hope that I like this project. Like, I know I like this project now. This is fitting to me and who I am now. I was trying to figure out during this one, I was thinking, like, when you make a really good something, you make it intending to love it forever. And, like, before, I didn't know about that. I was just making projects to make a project. And I was like, how can I put in this one, how can I have this mean something to me? How can I it's kind of like having a baby low key. I feel like dropping a project for me is like how do I make something that I'm gonna love in the future?
What has been, as far as dropping your project, what has been the best reaction, like from you've done two,
and this is the third one. Yeah,
so 2 are out. As far, which one did you feel like was well received?
I think they both were. I mean, I think
there wasn't one that was like this one. Not that they were saying it was better, but maybe the reaction was bigger, or however you take that.
Tunnel Vision, I mean, of course, because it was out of nowhere in my first tape, because no one had ever.
Was it out of nowhere? Did you just say one day, "Hey, this is a thing"?
Yeah, I'd never spoken to anybody about it publicly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, like, friends knew if I told you, but like, I didn't publicly say to anybody that I was doing it. So all of a sudden, I did an album with a music video, a couple of music videos. I think that was like, kind of surprising, and that one was like, it was very close to me. It was very. That was something that I was like really trying to love. I was like really trying to say something to a lot of people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You feel like you achieved that?
Hell yeah.
Do you listen back to those songs and still enjoy them?
A little bit. Some of them. Crack of Dawn is a joke to me and my friends. I'm always like, did you guys hear the new Kendrick? And then I put on Crack of Dawn. And it's a laugh every time.
That's the first music video you put out, right? Okay. Are there songs that you've released that you think are bad?
That I've released? No, I don't dislike any of my songs.
Really? So none of them you're like, damn, I didn't do it on that one. Didn't catch it on that one.
Well, no, there's an early version to Look at Those Eyebrows. First time I saw you, I was like, look at those eyebrows. I did an earlier version to it that was much better. And then before I released, I got nervous and I changed it. And
you re-recorded vocals?
No, I just rewired what we did to the vocals, and it just wasn't as good.
And in what sense?
I don't know. I just prefer the original version I did, but it wasn't until I let go of the project and really listened to it, I was like, oh, that's what I really preferred. But I still love that song. It's so fucking stupid. Like, I know, not stupid, but like, it's weird. Like, I'll look back at that 20 years and be like, what was I thinking?
Do you, out of the 2 that are released, do you have a preference on what project you like more?
I like them both. I think if you put Tunnel Vision and The Rise together, you have one really good tape. And this one that I'm doing it's like a companion. I think if I had decided to not, I was only doing music for 3 months when I dropped my first one, and so if I had waited another 5 months to when I dropped the next one and made that one tape, that would have been a really good tape. So those 2 together are one really good story.
When do you think you'll delve into doing like a full length?
I think that's probably what's next. This one was really fun. I went into this one with the intentions of making it a full-length album, but then during this one I realized something else. And I was like, I realized that I needed to finish that story first. So yeah, these three are all like a trilogy.
It's interesting that you wouldn't start Arsenio with the album.
No.
I wonder if you'll still be Arsenio by the time the album comes.
Hope so.
You might be a new guy. You might be Casper.
Yeah, the girl that I was texting earlier that wanted to eat unhealthy things, she says that she doesn't think I'll be Arsenio. But I'm like, I already partitioned.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, how are you doubting me before I did it? Like,
damn. God damn.
Like, yeah.
You might have a lot of partitions, though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to have a lot of branches.
Yeah.
Whether that be, it doesn't have to be a name. It could be a song or genre. You think you'll ever do a different genre?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a given.
Oh, really? Is it?
Yeah.
Totally.
I know exactly what I want to like
country.
Do. No.
Wouldn't that be great though?
Yeah, I mean, bad luck. If I could pull it off one time.
Oh, maybe like R&B.
I got to be way older though. Once I'm like 60 and I can really do some Johnny Cash shit, I'll do it.
Oh yeah.
I'm dying.
Once your voice gets tired.
Yeah, I've tried. Like I'm just still too young. My voice is still too young to do to say shit hard.
It's also like maybe he was just really sad.
And just old.
You know, some people like you can just hear every emotion in their voice. Especially sadness.
Nico.
Especially who?
Nico, my friend.
Oh, really?
I have hella emotional friends, so yeah, I know.
You can just hear it?
Yeah. You can just, some people like really express through their voices, yeah. And that's really, really nice. I tend to love people like that.
I like bassy sadness voices where it sounds like a not a razor blade went through the vocal cords, but like, you know, some like sandpaper.
Yeah, I love raspy voices.
They swallowed some sandpaper. Damn, like, have you heard like a vocalist with like a nice, just the perfect amount of rasp?
Yeah,
but they can really like blow it.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that like the girls that I like tend to have really raspy voices, and I'm like, that's so weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Saying some stuff in your ear.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, that's nice. I'm just like and I'm the most Pee Wee Herman ass man.
Speaking of music, when I was driving here, I saw a sign. You know, Michael Jackson's coming out with a new album.
No, you're kidding me.
In this month, it's called Scream. And I saw a poster and it said Michael Jackson Scream, and then there was a date, and I was like, what the fuck is that?
You're kidding me.
Is that a documentary? And then I Googled and there's articles that came out today. I don't know if this is new or just that article is new. But yeah, they're coming out with another album.
Might be dope.
Let the man be dead.
I know, really though.
Because I looked, there's not even new songs according to this article. There's 2 new mashups. So I don't know if that means they just took stuff. You know how Sam's favorite type of music, they just take shit from other songs and
they put them all together and they like it in explosion sound.
It's a new song. It's a new song. But it's the same shit. Chainsmokers.
That's remixing shit. Yeah.
But so I don't know if it's that or if it was like vocals that he didn't want anybody to hear. Imagine someone took your vocals. You were like, I know these are bad. I don't want these are for me to hear.
I know your rough tracks,
and they put that shit on a song.
Some stuff really is funny.
I guess
now,
if you're Michael,
we gotta admit, like the Gambino racist version.
Which one? Oh, wait, which one's that? Is the thing you sent me?
The bonfire racist version.
Oh yeah, that's so
my
funny.
Goodness.
That is hella funny.
Is
funny. That only lyrics from that song?
No, it's from a bunch of different songs.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of Gambino songs.
These are all things he really said, but when you rework them like that, oh my goodness, this is offensive.
During those times, like camp, he said some shit.
Some stuff, yeah.
He really did. I mean, granted, it was a different time. What was that? 2012? When did that come out?
Camp?
No, 2010.
That was 2010, I think, or 11.
Yeah, that's
I was in
right.
high school. I was a senior. Dang,
Yeah,
I wish I knew me as a senior in high school.
You did.
I would tell him all the stuff. Like, just forget it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
like, you're wasting 4 years here.
Yeah, I'd say already start doing everything at once.
I wish if I started at 17, if I started producing music seriously at 17, I would be fucking. Now, I would be a wizard.
Yeah.
God damn. I would have 2 platinum records.
2 platinum records?
Yeah. That's the fucking goal.
Or by now I might not have wanted that at all and been like, oh, I should have been a journalist. Which I still should have done.
I can't do that. I'm not trying to go to a different country and just, report
I know,
shit.
Right? That'd be some crazy stuff. I really like my toilet.
Really?
Like
same here.
And that's my thing, is like, I feel like that's an American bastardization of my personality. It's like, I only like my American toilet.
You know what I learned on, have you been out of the country?
No, I've only been to Canada, and their toilets, like, what is that?
Toilet in Japan is pretty nice.
See, that might be too much. I don't want to feel at home.
There was a bidet?
Oh, I don't like that.
I gave it a shot. I wouldn't use it every
gave
day.
You a shot.
It did give me a shot. It was yeah, I wouldn't use that every day, but it wasn't bad.
I bet it's not bad. In the future when I'm an old man and I'm just at home all the time painting.
Here's what I don't remember. I remember I used it, but this is years ago. When you use the bidet, you just pull your pants up, you got wet ass. What do you do? Have you thought about that?
I don't know, maybe you air dry. I think that's conditioned for a much slower life. Like, if you're in, like, the city, like, I gotta do it now.
Oh.
Don't be using one of those.
So you use a bidet when you can sit for another 10 minutes and let it dry.
This is my nighttime end it all after the shower.
Wow, you got a lot of free time.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be in the bathroom for less than a minute. Like, I'm rushing it.
Do you think having a bidet is a level of success? I hope I'm saying that right. It's bidet, right?
Yeah, if I went into someone's house and their like extra bathroom had a bidet in it, I'd be like, man.
Like they got a gold bidet.
I'd be like, Phil's pushing it.
Wow, yeah. He would have a bidet.
He cares.
He would have a bidet.
No, I don't know, maybe.
I never been in his bathroom.
You know what? I don't think I've ever went to the bathroom at his house either.
I feel like he wouldn't want that. Having some
his personal bathroom, definitely no.
Yeah, having some minorities in my bathtub. I'm trying to take a bath in Phil's bathtub. That's my new goal.
We can ask. I could be like, man, it's been so long.
The next time one of the friend that we know watches his house, I'm coming over to the bath. And I'm going to send him a Snapchat. I don't know if he even has a Snapchat.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Hey.
The question song.
Damn, you spaced out.
Yeah, I'm about 3 seconds behind. Let me catch up.
Yeah.
It's... okay.
So while Will prepares the questions...
I said I was the question guy on this one. My mic's slipping. Did you notice it was getting lower and lower the whole podcast?
I was waiting for you to do something, lazy
You know me,
ass.
I don't really care.
If you want to send us a question, send it to sheetandtextback@gmail.com. I prefer you do that on a Monday or on a Sunday night, because that's when we record the podcast.
Or really, whenever.
If you're trying to be heard, I don't know, there's a lot of spam. Will signed up for a lot. He's lying.
I didn't.
I really didn't. You say you didn't, but there's like hella spam in there.
No, there is hella spam, but that's okay. I just sift through it.
It's like pages and pages, and my eyes get
It's just
tired.
because it's a public email that happens.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
We have emails
every time you
people.
say that, you're like, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Shit.
It happens. It's a public email.
Damn.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Hi, guys.
Hello.
So happy that the show is back.
Yeah, right. Prove it.
Have you ever had any problems with paying for beats? Love you guys.
Any problems? Yeah, damn, I wish I can say who the dude is. There is a producer that I this was what, 2 years ago? I don't know if you even know what story I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I hit up a producer because he made a song that I fucking love. I'm going to say the artist's name, but I'm not going to say what song it is because you can easily find him. But this man produced a Drake record. And
I remember.
For some reason, he was following me on Twitter, so I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, dude, we should work together." And he was cool. I believe we talked on the phone. I don't know, but I think we talked about money. But maybe we talked about like a rough idea of how much I should pay him. But he sent me a bunch of beats, and I was like, "Oh fuck, these are amazing."
They were good.
They were so fucking good. Even to this day, like some of the producers that I've like worked with, the quality he had, maybe not the actual instrumental, because his style is not something I want, but the quality. Remember how good it was?
Yeah,
fucking
I remember.
808's hit. But I gave him a down payment, and he ghosted me for a couple months, and then I eventually had to email him a bunch of times, and he did some like grown man shit on me, and he's like, "Fuck that," and he called me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even giving him shit in the emails. I was just like, "Yo, like I fucking paid
And
you."
I remember he like yelled at you.
Yeah, and he was like fucking screaming at me. And I was like, "Yo, like you don't have to be yelling at me on the phone." And then like eventually calmed him down.
But then he called back later.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He was screaming some grown man shit at me, and then the conversation ended, and I was like, "Fuck!" I just lost I think I paid like $500 or something. I was like, "Fuck!" That was only a deposit. I was like, "Damn, I lost my fucking money."
No one expects to answer the phone and be yelled at.
Yeah, I was like, "All right, this is what he's doing."
He called you back later.
Called me back later, and I remember I was driving. I forgot where I was going, but then he was like, trying to be cool. He's like, like, I don't know if he was like heated and he just came at me and then he realized he was like, oh shit, I went too far. But he came back and he was like being very nice and he was like, yeah, we can work this out, man. I'm gonna come to LA too. Maybe we can link up and chop it up. And I was just like, oh, okay, man, okay, sir.
I remember at the time I was thinking that some people just needed to yell, because I remember somebody else had got yelled at randomly too at the time, and it was like sometimes people just need to yell at somebody.
Yeah, and I was a perfect target. Yeah, but and then he ghosted me again, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it a loss. Like, I lost that money, and that sucks. He sent me a bunch of beats, but then said I can only use one, and I ended up not liking it, and he didn't like that at all. He said I wasted his time or some shit, and he ghosted me. I was like, oh, fuck.
Finding beats is definitely difficult.
And it sucks because that was just a misunderstanding. And if Matt, like, I could have been friends with him.
Yeah,
but he fucking screamed at me.
Making music is hard.
Yeah, it's because it's emotional. Have you ever had a bad experience? I think that's my only bad experience.
No, not like that. Was the question bad or had any problems with paying for beats? Oh, actually, no, not really any problems, but it really is, it costs money. Yeah. And like you don't have a lot of time either, and it's like that's why I feel like I have a lot of like tracks that like never even used that like I spend money on. See, but luckily what I'm doing is I'm like, I'll just give this beat to a friend.
I used to do that too a lot when I would work with producers, especially in person. We'd make beats that in the moment I thought was something I could do something with, but then after sitting on it, because you can't, you have to sit.
It's hard to estimate.
At least I have to sit on it for a bit. Yeah. And then I find out like, oh, this isn't for me at all. Yeah. And then the producer gets mad, and it's like, you're in a bad situation because you already paid and you can't really do anything with the song. So I probably have like 10 beats that I just can't use. They're not for me.
Yeah, some of them I'm trying to give to a friend, but
I'm on my new wave of I'm just producing this shit only for me. Or just producing myself.
Producing is good. Yeah,
thank you. I appreciate that.
Good ones. Yeah.
And if you haven't heard, I came up with a new song called "Bad Week," and I appreciate you giving it a damn listen. And listen to that bass line, huh?
I know, bass is good.
A lot of soul in there.
I got another question. Dear Daren and Will, firstly, I'm glad the podcast is back, and Daren, Bad Week is a banger. Your best work so far.
Oh, thank you.
My question is about you two's, that's not a thing, plans for your music careers. In this day and age, without the need for a record label, we kind of actually talked about this during the podcast since then.
Yeah, I mean...
So I don't know if I even need to go into any
What was the last part of it? Do we want to sign?
Record label to pay for physical copies and distribution. It's much easier to stay independent and still amass a large following, but labels still can promote you in ways you can't independently. So you guys hoping for record deals, or do you want to stay indie? See, that's really what the thing is right now on the internet, is marketing. So it really is not just posting your stuff, it's the other blogs and places that are posting your stuff as well.
See, I can handle everything up to posting. Like once I post the song, everything prior to that I got under control. Yeah, but it's everything after that I'm so
then we just let them go.
Yeah, because the problem with coming from like a YouTube background, you just post a video and
then
hopes. You're like, fingers crossed that shit gets
viral.
Yeah, hopefully that shit gets posted somewhere. Yeah, but it's like you got to be a master about the stuff after that.
See, if you have a label, they have people post your stuff everywhere. The label people are going to get an automatic 500,000 views on their stuff because it goes through all of the different places. But which was crazy to me, because you're right, they never pop bigger than the main artist. And how is that possible?
What do you mean?
Like, you're right, because like they have all of the main places covering them, so all the blogs and websites cover them, but they never pop bigger than the main artist.
It's because there's only enough room for one Michael Jackson, one Freddie Mercury, one Cisco. You know what I mean? I can't believe I put Cisco in the group with them. But
I really want to be on TDE. I don't know why I choose TDE to be on, because I feel like I don't know. I really want to be on there.
Who else is on that?
That's Kendrick, SZA, Absol.
Oh, no wonder he always fucking plugs SZA. Wow.
Yeah. I would love to be on that one. I don't know why. I feel like I don't fit in, but then I do. Like that partition in me fits there.
What would I want to sign with? I would want to sign, honestly, Logic's.
He has a label?
Yeah. What's it? Visionary Music, I think. And I think it's only him, and I might be wrong, but as far as I'm concerned, it's only him and John Bellion.
Really? And John Bellion, he's fucking great. He's like,
and they're like both. For a second, I was like, oh, like Logic, he's fucking popular, but he's not going pop like G-Eazy went pop. He just went pop. Have you heard that the record 1-800 whatever the suicide prevention line is?
Wait, this is Logic?
Yeah, he has a song called. You heard it?
I haven't heard it, but I've seen
that shit's like all over the radio now. Like remember when we were like, I'm not sure if he's gonna do it. Like, it's always weird. A white rapper who raps fast. You're like. is he gonna make it? Because people always like say that they're just internet famous because they have viral videos, but he really did it.
Yeah, he definitely has crossed over. He's got it.
He's him and John Bellion both. And the reason I say this record label because only got 2 artists. Both of the artists have both crossed over. Like John Bellion too was all over the radio
John Bellion
for
is
weeks.
An incredible producer.
And it's like, man, if you that team right there, imagine they went on tour together. I know the demos are slightly different, but man, these shows
festivals
humongous.
The aim is just to do festivals. I would really like him. I'd have to grow so much, but I would really love to do festivals.
Wait, who does festivals?
People Logic will do a festival, and John Bellion too.
Why don't you like him? You said you don't like him?
No, I said I do like him.
Oh, you do like him?
Yeah, I said I'd have to grow a lot to be able to do
that.
Yeah, I'd have to grow a lot to be able to do that. I think that'd be very scary for me as a
When
person.
do you think you'll perform?
I don't know. I still haven't had the urge to really.
Have you, when you like close your eyes, whenever you think, can you imagine yourself on stage like straight rapping?
No, I never put myself there.
Interesting. So, do you think you'll never perform?
No, I'll definitely perform. Like, cause I'm a performing motherfucker. But yeah, I just when I write my stuff, it's always like in the environment that I was living.
No, not when you're writing it. Just when you're thinking about it.
No. Yeah, I never really think.
Like
about
if you
that.
close your eyes right now, and you think about you, it's a Arsenio show.
Yeah.
What is the vibe? Are you sitting down on a stool? Are you like jumping around? Like, and there's a lot of energy.
I really don't know.
Isn't that interesting? Because I can't picture what you're kind of, if you did have a show, what the vibe would be.
The lighting would have to be good. Like, and I think the lighting would have to change.
Lighting is so important.
Because I feel like like for an emotional man like myself, it really hits it when it always goes to the right. This is So I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
See, it's too complicated. The kind of show that I would want to do, I don't have access to it.
Yeah.
But if I was going to perform, I would want to do like a theater that Louis C.K. did. His 2011.
You want people to sit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I always was, especially, in 2012 when I first started doing music.
Holy
just because
shit, this just gave me an idea, huh?
Oh, really? Don't forget it.
Oh, I got it. I saw it.
I always was super against people sitting down while I performed.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I thought that, like, the vibe that I want to bring is, like, from...
You're yiked.
Like, yeah, I'm fucking jumping around. I really want there to be a pit.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe I like. And at the tour, when I just did my tour, like, that was pretty much the vibe.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. So I don't know if that's just the audience feeding off the performer or how that works. Like, how is every audience different? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're still doing the same shit.
You're right. If you want to do music, you want to do it like that. I don't know. I don't know. You're right, though. I should come up with some kind of show. And I know that, like, my people would be like, you should be doing that, too. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll figure that out at some point.
Well, there you go. Maybe it sparks something new.
You gave me some ideas.
So, yeah, I think the original question was about signing to a label.
Oh, yeah.
We both want that shit. So, if you got some money, come to us. But don't tell me what I can do creatively because I want to make my own decisions. All right?
And I think,
just pick a random one. Really.
Okay. Hey, boys, glad to have you guys back and making podcasts. So there's this girl that I want to ask out on an official date, but I live in a small town in southern Manitoba, Canada, so there's only 3 Chinese places and a pizza joint and a Boston Pizza. If I wanted to take her out to eat, what do you guys recommend for a good first date?
Wait, haven't we answered this specific question like years ago?
It has to be. There's something ominously, like...
That sounds very familiar.
Right out the... It sounds super familiar, doesn't it?
He's saying, no, that's... I think someone's fucking with us.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure that's new and that's not old?
I don't know. No, I got it today. But when I read it, I was like, there's something about this. I got to get it.
I think, what was the question? I got so confused that he's going on a date.
Yeah, like,
what
kind of, it's an impossible question for us to answer. We don't know what his area is.
I don't know what kind of person you are, but if you can cook, I think that's the way to go.
You're right. I need to get on that level.
How do you,
Holy shit.
How do you not make that come creepy? Like, how are you not creepy?
No, girl, I think, like, that's some gentleman ass shit. Let me cook you a meal.
Damn, yeah.
I can't do that.
Especially if it's good. There's too much pressure.
No, I can figure this out. This is going to take me like a bunch of tries.
To get good at cooking?
Yeah, I also have to have the right table.
Oh
my goodness. Do you know how dope you are if you cook a meal and then you eat?
Yeah. Oh, man. And then you eat?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. That's next. That's
I can drive you through Jack in the Box.
That's suit level man stuff. That's like Barney.
Soup level?
Yeah, like suit up.
You know, and I'm still trying to go through my Barney phase. I really am.
Did he ever cook for girls?
No, he definitely wouldn't want a woman to be in his house. That's too emotional. He wouldn't do that. But he is extra about it.
That character was so weird.
The fucking best character of all time.
So strange though. Like, I don't know if I believe that this character. Like, do you think that kind of person exists?
Yeah, in New York, people are like 1 in 10 people is crazy in New York. He wouldn't do that much. He wouldn't have. There's someone who fucked 250 people in New York.
Yeah,
and wears a business suit every day.
There's someone that's fucked that many girls, that many guys in this building.
Yeah, for sure.
Not me. Yeah, definitely not me. But I think that's weird.
What's funny, I find Barney super relatable. Like, his friends aren't super enthused by his jokes.
Yeah, they're really not. They actually don't even think he's funny.
They just look away.
Have they ever laughed at one of his jokes?
They do, but not the ones that we laugh at hard.
Yeah,
they don't laugh at him.
Right,
and it's that's why I feel like I've always related to him as a character, like who he really is to his friends.
I'm trying to think about when they laugh at his jokes. It's more like when he's just being regular guy.
Yeah, when he's just being a regular guy.
But when he does his
like
bits,
magic.
Imagine that if your group of friends didn't appreciate your bits at all.
I mean, if you've ever like been a comedian friend, like I'm not that much of that friend anymore, but when you're a comedian friend, you feel like that. Like you're going out there hard. Like you every day you're planning bits.
But like you've gotten people to laugh. People laugh. Imagine if your friends never thought it was funny. Ever.
I mean, I've been through periods like that.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
what do you do?
I mean, you just deal with it. I mean, but then there are periods where people won't laugh for a while. You just don't have it. But then
does that make you sad?
I mean, it depends who you are. I mean, this is when you're a funny person who's doing 1,000 jokes a day. If you miss 500 of them, it's gonna feel like real bad. But like I don't know. That funny people always feel bad. That's why they're always joking.
Yeah, oh, that's a good point.
So I don't think it matters.
That's dark as hell.
I know.
Do one more.
Okay, I do have one more because I was like, this is just too specific. How could I ignore?
Your mouth ever been dry?
Yeah, mine is dry. I know. I asked you for water. Hey guys, super stoked you're back. The first two podcasts after the hiatus were fantastic. Y'all are hilarious. So I'm glad one of my favorite podcasts is back. Hey, thank you. Now, my question. I'm single after a really shitty breakup, and I'm basically stuck in this strange limbo. I haven't been able to date at all. I don't even want to anyway, but I am craving human touch. It's been a minute, y'all. So my question is, do I go on Tinder and try to get a little something? And this is a female, I think. I've never really used it before because I was in a serious relationship for 7 years and then another one for 6 months. I've never needed it before. Does it live up to the hype? I live in Canada, like so many great people, but I'm coming to California soon, and I was thinking of trying Tinder while I am there. Is that going to get me murdered or just laid? Thanks in advance, boys. Keep up the good work. You guys are killing it. Oh, and this person, maybe I shouldn't say that. Never mind.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Tell me later. The question was, should you get some dick?
Yeah.
On some Tinder?
Yeah.
Why not? Especially in LA.
I would advise not to.
Okay, that's what I said too.
I'm saying like I could, because I'm like paranoid as fuck. And I don't know. I just like sometimes I'm like, if I went to it, I don't know, but like sometimes do it, but then like
yeah, it's not for me. I have a friend that he went through a breakup, and it was like a bad breakup, and he was really sad. And in 1 month period, he had a lot of Tinder dates that ended pretty well for him.
Are we talking about the dude that did 25 in the month?
Yeah, 25 in a month. I didn't want to say the number, but we can say the number. It's okay. That's a lot. That's a lot.
And I know I heard of another friend recently who I was like, I don't even want to go into this, but I was like, this guy's so cool. He's a nerd. He watches anime, and he was like, oh, dude, Tinder. He was like, I fucked 20 girls off that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, what? Wow. And I was like, God damn.
Okay, so
it's I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I think people. Because even when I used it, I didn't have any, it wasn't a good time for me.
Yeah, me either. It's just us nerd people.
But what I realized is people use it differently.
Yeah.
So, do you know we have an eccentric friend, don't need to say his name. I remember when he would tell me Tinder stories, very different experience.
Oh, goodness.
You know how like when we would go, we're trying to fall in love. Like,
no, yeah, you're right. It's
like we're hoping.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to fall in love tonight, but I'm I hope in 6 months we're in love.
Yeah.
Other people, they go on strictly to fuck.
Yeah, a friend of us.
That's fine.
A friend of, and and it hurts when it's someone close to you. And a friend of ours told me one of his stories recently too, and it was so fucking aggressive.
Oh really?
I was like, dude, I think he wanted me to be like, good job, but I'm like, dude, that's not cool.
Yeah, it's just,
I don't know. I'm a different.
It's
type
totally
of dude.
different.
I'm a different type of dude. Yeah.
Some of the stories that I've heard, they don't even go to like a restaurant.
Yeah, it's just
they're just like strictly like come over with fucking.
Came in the mouth. I'm like, why are you telling me? Dude.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's real. Some people live that life. So for this person, I think you said it was a lady. asking the question.
Do what you want to do. Depends on what you want to do.
You know, be safe about it. Cause especially,
you're right though. I do show up trying to fall in love and
You
shit.
do
Some
try to
people are like, this is how I'm gonna get my nut off tonight. Yeah, I'm like,
it's a totally different lifestyle.
Yeah, totally different lifestyle.
So pick which kind of person you are. Are you trying to fall in love? Are you trying to fuck?
I'm not sure if we're talking about the same friend, but when my friend talked about his Tinder story, he said when Tinder came out, I fucked everybody well, and I mean everybody.
I don't know.
That's what he said.
I have an inkling on who you're talking about.
But it was so funny when he told me this story.
But I don't know who you're talking about. Did that person once come over to our house and then had to leave real fast?
No. Okay, it's a different person. Him too?
No, but he come on, he'd be the one.
Yeah.
But he's not the one I'm talking about. But yeah, like what I'm saying, you got to figure out what kind of person you are. You trying to kiss? Trying to fall in love?
Yeah.
I guess there's also the person who's trying to fall in love and fuck.
Yeah.
But
it's both, and we can't judge anybody for either. Maybe I'll go through a phase where I'm like, and I've tried where I've been like, all right, I'm gonna fuck everybody, and I'm like, oh no, I can't.
You can't do that.
Can't do that now. I have too many feelings.
Do a couple more push-ups, and then you might get there.
I'm really scared. Like if I get buff, I'm like, if I'm gonna be like, I want pussy now. Like I'm trying to keep it chill.
Like, put Scott's body on you.
Oh,
but
God.
You're the same height. Not as Scott.
I want to stay
yourself.
equally as emotional and caring about the world, but I still want to be buff as fuck.
You can look at The Rock.
You're right.
The Rock is emotional. The Rock is very he's very like open. He shares a lot on his Instagram.
He does.
I think it's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
I was asking friends last night. I think last night. What's the last thing they want to do before they? What's something they want to do before they die? And they were saying things that are like very doable. Like I want to go to Italy. I'm like, you can do that next week.
I know, right?
Somebody said I want to play soccer in New Zealand, and then somebody else said I want to get married. But my thing was I want to go to space, but that's like right before I want to like die. Like I'm gonna be on my deathbed and then send me to space so I can experience that. But the real one is like I want to have dinner with The Rock. I want to like a one-on-one where we're not equals, but I'm not just a fan. Like I want to, later on in my life, but I want to have a conversation with that man. I think that would be incredible.
It's what I love about life. I think about this often is when people give you when they're doing nothing and they'll spend time with you during that. And like, there's so few people that you'll let into like, they're like, this is when I look the worst. Like, just come over to my house, whatever. Yeah, and I feel like I've gotten to have that with a lot of people, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, that's a very powerful relationship.
Yeah,
where you can see me, not even at my worst, but just at my nothing.
Yeah,
I'm just at home on the couch.
Yeah, and it's so much more authentic, and that's how you fall in love with motherfuckers.
Man,
all right, it's been a great podcast. I love you.
It's been a great podcast.
You love me. We're a happy family.
We love all. And is there anything we have to say?
I think love is real.